Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Pokemon, the podcast where we talk anything and everything Pokemon. And first, let me start off by saying I apologize for this episode not being what I initially said it was going to be last week. I did mention that I wanted to review Pokemon Snap. Well, between a hectic work week and some Pokemon announcements, pretty major announcements, and a lot of updates to some of the Pokemon mobile games. There's I guess, some priority that needs to take place. I mean, there's been a whole bunch of reviews out there already for Pokemon Snap, and I'll just tell you the truth that as of right now, I still love the game. I think a lot of the reviews out there are accurate to what they say. Yes, I still want to express my own thoughts, but I'm technically not done with the game either. I haven't really had that much time to play, and I never got to the credits. I think I only have half of the Pokédex. I'm not too sure on that, but you know, there's some priorities that have to take place, and so I'm gonna leave my Pokemon Snap talk for a little bit later. Hopefully next episode. I thought this was gonna be a slow week for Pokemon, but apparently not. So I'll get to my Pokemon Snap talk when I can. So I do apologize if you were anxious to hear my thoughts on it. But I promised you I will get to it sooner rather than later. But as I mentioned, there were some major Pokemon announcements and kind of a major issue going on right now concerning buying Pokemon cards, which I'm sure most of you have already heard and seen at this point. But we'll get there when we'll get there. Let me first go over some of the lighter news, I guess, the smaller updates before we get into some major ones. I mean, Pokemon Go detailed their Luminous Y event. I think it's called the Luminous Y event. I know it was a Luminous X event that we just had. But, you know, it is Luminous Legends Y. Pokemon Masters outlined some new things coming to their game. I'm trying to think what else. We have, of course, the P25 music campaign to talk about a little bit. And there are some major things coming up for the Pokemon TCG side of the world. So, where to start with first? Let's go on with the video game update stuff. There's one headline out there for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and one for even Pokemon Cafe Mix, if you can call it anything. But for Pokemon Sword and Shield, some new updates have gone live for Nintendo Switch Pokemon software. Again, let me preface this by also saying that all the video game stuff that's outlined that I'm reading from is from Cerebi.net. So just wanted to make sure that that's clear out there. The first Pokemon Sword and Shield has received a new update bringing the game to version 1.3.2. This update provides various undisclosed bug fixes, including ones with a few battle mechanics such as causing the move Trick to fail on Groudon and Kyogre. It also fixed an issue where Pokemon icons sometimes would not display during multiplayer battles, such as it showing Zacian or Xerneas' different forms ahead of being sent out in battle if they were chosen, or having their base forms if not. That's pretty much it. With all these updates, they're always very vague. They don't ever really say anything, and so I think it takes like the data miners to bring out some of this info. It might be outlined somewhere, maybe on the Japanese website of the game, but regardless, I don't know how impactful this update is. I know there was some talk about the whole move Trick to be failing on Groudon and Kyogre, but I'm not very knowledgeable on the competitive side of things to say, I guess, a judgment one way or another. The takeaway for me is that, hey, they're still updating the game. They're still, fixing things here and there, which means that they're really looking into this game for kind of, a longer term investment than most people would think. So, kudos to Game Freak for still, updating the game when it needs it, noticing that these minor issues, these bugs, need to get fixed and still working on those. So that's always a good thing. Pokemon Cafe. Score Bunny's coming back from May 19th to June 2nd. This is the third time Score Bunny's been out. So I think Pokemon Cafe came out just right before Sword and Shield. And so as a promotional tie-in, they were like, yeah, get Grookey, get Sobble, get Score Bunny. And then just recently, I feel like not too long ago, they were like, yeah, get Grookey, get Sobble, get Scorbunny. And now it's feeling like it's again, hey, here's Scorbunny. I can almost guarantee that Sobble and Grookey are coming up, but I know there's supposed to be still that big overhaul coming in the fall, so we'll see if that's really going to bring life into the game. But otherwise, if you need a Scorbunny still for Pokemon Cafe Mix, there you go. May 19th to June 2nd. Go and get it. And that's all the minor stuff. So I think what we'll do is we'll do Pokemon Go next, because we already knew this event was coming up. We're just getting the details and what's exactly included in it, what Pokemon are spawning, things like that. First of all, Pokemon Community Day, Swablu, has gone and passed. It was pretty cool. I didn't realize that that Pokemon Community Day was landing on the same day that we were throwing on my daughter's birthday party. So I didn't play much of Swablu Community Day, unfortunately, but I maybe played 2 hours tops throughout the 6-hour event. I did whatever I needed to do to complete my special research that I bought, and then I already had a shiny Altaria and I had a shiny Swablu, so I didn't need any more shinies, although I think I did manage to squeeze in 2 shiny catches, which is fine by me. And I unfortunately did not get I was not able to use the Elite Charge TM on my shiny Altaria to get Moonblast. I think I haven't actually tried it outside of the event, but I don't know if that's even allowed. I was hoping to do that because my shiny Altaria is a perfect IV shiny Altaria, so I would like for it to have the Community Day move. Otherwise, there's not much else to say about it. It was kind of cool to see a whole bunch of Swablu all over the place. I always like Community Days. I just like that feeling of like, oh my gosh, here's their spotlight Pokemon, now it's everywhere. I just always think it's a cool sight. But regardless, there's not much else to say about it. So because I didn't get to play that much. But otherwise, the 2 hours that I did play, it was a good time, just like any other Community Day. All right, now let's get talking about this Luminous Legends Y event. It's going to feature increased spawns of Dark-type Pokemon, and it's going to add Evitel to the game. Now, this is a 2-parter, just like the Luminous Legends X event. This Part 1 will run from May 18th through May 25th. This event features increased spawns of Dark-type Pokemon, such as Houndour, Carvanha, and more. Alolan Rattata, Alolan Meowth, Alolan Grimer, Sneasel, Poochyena, Stunky, and Purloin will be in 7K eggs. Pancham will be added to Strange Eggs for this event and beyond, alongside Quillfish, Larvitar, Absol, Scorpy, Sandile, Scraggy, Ponyard, Vullaby, and Dino. Alolan Meowth, Evitel, and more will be in raid battles. Team Go Rocket will be appearing with more Pokemon types than before, and you may even challenge more than one grunt at once. There will be event-exclusive field research featuring Galarian Zigzagoon, Scraggy, and more. There will be a special timed research focused on Team Go Rocket to encounter Pokemon like Galarian Zigzagoon. During this event, you can use a Charge TM to help a Shadow Pokemon forget frustration. There will be a global challenge arena. All trainers can beat up to 25 million Team Go Rocket grunts between May 15th and May 11th. That's kind of a weird date range when I'm reading that, but that's how it's maybe from May 11th to May 15th. To unlock 3 times catch Stardust for the rest of the event, and Galarian Zigzagoon in raids, and Shiny Galarian Zigzagoon. So you just get to unlock the possibility of getting those Pokemon. Much just like we unlocked the possibility of getting Galarian Ponyta in the game right now. And so that's all for part 1. I want to go back really quick to touch on this bullet point. Team Go Rocket will be appearing with more Pokemon types than before, and you may even challenge more than one grunt at once. So double battles, I don't know how that works, right? Because it's not like there are 2 Pokemon versus your 1 Pokemon. I would assume you would send out 2 Pokemon to battle with their 2 Pokemon. So I'm kind of curious how that mechanic works or how they balance that out. Hopefully it's done well. I think it'd be kind of cool if you could do like Battle Team Rocket, get Ekans and Coffin out there. But I'm curious to see how that goes. Yeah, I wanna know how, I guess, smooth that's gonna run, because the Pokemon battling itself is okay, and sometimes it does glitch, and sometimes it does give you the advantage because you can apparently still attack a Pokemon's an enemy Pokemon, even if it's not even out yet. Like, it's still in the process of getting out of the Pokeball, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that should be interesting once we get there. All right, now part 2. From May 25th until May 31st, this event will be more focused on Eevee and Fairy-type Pokemon and add Sylveon to the game. Eevee can evolve into Sylveon if you earn hearts with it as your buddy. Eevee, Ralts, Spritzee, Swirlix, and more will appear in the wild along some of the Pokemon from Part 1. Eevee, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Togepi, Azurill, Spritzee, and Swirlix will be in 7K eggs. Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Espeon, and Umbreon will be in 3-star raids. And there will be field research with Eevee and its evolutions alongside AR mapping tasks with Puffin. And there will also be Sylveon-inspired avatar items. Really, the whole big thing behind this is just Sylveon. People want Sylveon. Sylveon is one of the, I think, favored evolutions of Eevee. And now that it's finally Pokemon Go, you will see tons of people go after Sylveon, because why not? Sylveon is pretty cool. I mean, even in TCG, it was always a strong card. So finally, they add the last evolution as far as we know, because people are demanding for more evolutions. I mean, there's still more types to cover, whether they do it or not. Sylveon is our last one, so hooray. All the evolutions are now present in Pokemon Go. This Dark event is pretty cool. I mean, really, for me, I like that I'm going to get Yveltal. I like that there's a chance for a shiny Galarian Zigzagoon. I think that's pretty cool. And the Sylveon. Really, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty good on all the other Pokemon. Like, I don't need any more Alolan Rattata or Meowth or Grimer. I'm trying to think if there was a particular Pokemon, maybe Ponyard, because I don't think I have Bisharp. I could use some more Dino. Trying to think what else. Yveltal and Sylveon, really, though. Those are really the two main highlights for me in this event. But it was a lot of fun. The Luminous Legends X event with Xerneas was pretty good, and I did like doing the raids. I did like the spawns. I did like the custom challenges, the field research stuff, and all that. So I'm sure this one will be just as good. This one's just more Dark type Pokemon. Although, now that I think about it, if Carvanha is going to be featured, chances of getting shiny Carvanha with better IVs for shiny Sharpedo, okay, I'm in. I'm all in for this one for sure. All right, let's get on with Pokemon Masters then. The next event has been announced. This event is a new solo event. It's the Splash and Punch. This one adds gym leaders from Galar, Nessa, and Bay. I think it's Bay, or is it B? It's B. I'm going to say B. I think I was thinking Bay because that was like the meme going around, because you call someone your Bay. I think people were just kind of using that same context for this. Nessa and B, and it adds them with their Pokemon. So with Nessa you get Dreadnought, with B you get Sirfetch'd, and it runs from Thursday, May 13th until, well, actually, I'm not quite sure when this ends. I'm sure maybe towards the end of May. But first of all, I tried to get Nessa, spent at least 6,000 gems, no luck. Haven't even tried to get B, but I'm more focused on getting Nessa because that's my favorite Galar gym leader. And I'm going to be in that situation where I'm just going to have to cough up money for gems just to try to pull her. So there's that. B and Sirfetch'd do look cool, though. I think these are really cool additions. I'm glad that they're in there. Hopefully I'll be able to pull them both before they leave the scout spotlights. All right, now DNA have outlined some upcoming elements to the Pokemon Masters EX game beyond what was already been revealed. So, first bullet point here, the special event Phase 2 following from Weather Alert will begin May 17th. This event has you use Weather Survey tickets to battle against Kyogre or Groudon. Players will receive rewards based on the number of battles completed by every player, including gems, co-op sync orbs, move candy, and 5-star power-ups. When the event is done, special gear will be sent to all players based on who was defeated more. If Groudon was, then all players receive a Team Magma pin. And if Kyogre was, they will receive a Team Aqua pin. I think I'm going to obviously battle Kyogre more than Groudon. I would like a Team Aqua pin. But this is interesting. I'm wondering if these are like the same as legendary weather events? Or not weather event. Legendary battles like the Azelf and the Regirock and the Cresselia. But it doesn't seem like that because the weather survey event right now is in just the regular solo event. So it would most likely be there, but will there be trainers for these Pokemon, or are you just battling the Pokemon on its own? So this would be pretty interesting in how that works out. Because the part 1 right now, you just do like this one battle. You can knock out all the Pokemon with like basically one move and just get like a weather ticket, which will be used to get items in part 2 and phase 2, which will begin soon, I think, right? Because the time of recording is the 16th. So tomorrow night is when it should come up. All right, let's see what else we got. A Fire-type egg event will run from May 20th and feature Magby and Charmander. The 2 Champions event returns May 25th. This one is, I think that was the Signa Suit Cynthia with Jingmo. So, interesting that it's a return event? Wasn't that part of the story, though? No, I don't think it was. So, it just gives you another chance to get the champion, because you get the Signa Suit Cynthia. You could try to get Steven and Metagross. I'm trying to think. There's a couple more. I'm sure regular Cynthia and Garchomp. But that should be interesting. That'll be good for those that really missed out on getting Cynthia the first time around. Let's see what else we got. A new story event, Masters of Land and Sea, will arrive in late May, featuring some new powerful sync pairs. Let's face it, like the hints and the clues and everything leads towards Kyogre and Groudon being those sync pairs, with possibly, obviously, the leaders of each, Team Aqua and Team Magma, to be their trainer partners. But don't assume things, I guess. But I'm pretty sure it's almost a safe bet that's going to be it. Chapter 29 of the story will be added in early June. I think this one's like leading up or is taking place during the finals. There will be a new event starting on June 10th. It's called the Daily Region Rotation. By playing this, you will earn battle points, which you can exchange for battle point sync pair vouchers or super vouchers to get special unique sync pairs, as well as 5-star guaranteed scout tickets and 5-star power-ups and more. Battle points will also be earned from other events. You can do 1 battle a day, and the sync pairs you get will receive a strength bonus. The first region for the bonus will be Kanto. The sync pairs available in this are different from normal, such as main character and Regirock, Zinnia and Salamence, and Morty and Miss Magius. So, because normally, right, the Regirock and the main character is interesting, but Zinnia was with Rayquaza, but now she's with Salamence, which is weird because we have, oh my gosh, what's the guy's name? I can't remember, but we already have a sync pair with Salamence. Same thing with Morty and Miss Magius. We have Fantina with Miss Magius, but now he's paired up with Morty. So I don't know what this does. If they're deciding they're going to make the Pokemon a different sync pair type. For instance, right? I think Rayquaza is a striker. So would this... Well, the Salamence is a tech, I believe. Yes, the Salamence is already in the game as a tech. So would this make Salamence a striker? Or another type of support? Same thing with Morty and Miss Magius. Will it be the same or will it be different? So I'm very curious, I guess, on how this is going to work. And, I mean, this just gives them this is the loophole, right? We weren't sure if they were going to do this. I mean, I was questioning it for a while, but they did. Now they can pretty much take any Pokemon and just change up the trainer whenever. It's kind of sketchy, because that just gives them more, I guess, scouts to do. But then, are we always going to get them in the Spotlight Spot Fair? Are they just going to give it to us? Or is it always going to just be through these battle point things? I don't know. I'll be interested in how this all works out, though. how the battles turn out for getting the sync pair vouchers, and how long it takes to actually get the sync pair. Like, can you just do that during the day? Is it going to take like 4 days to get the sync pair? We'll see. And the last update here, a new story will be available after the main story is complete and will have a more serious tone. So I think chapter 29 is going to be that final part of the story, but we are going to get more after the fact, which is kind of nice. I mean, they're going to expand on it and just give us a different path to take and a different side of Passio that maybe we have not seen or haven't really even considered. Okay, so that's it for the like major Go and Masters updates. I'm trying to think how I want to go about this order. You know what? Let's talk about Pokemon Center here really quick. Still not too much going on. There were some new things added since the last time I brought up Pokemon Center. So, for instance, now they have the Kalos region Pikachu plush dolls for pre-order, which looks super cool. Definitely worth getting. Especially if you have pre-ordered the other two. There is a 13-inch Lugia that's pre-orderable, which I think this was already a GameStop exclusive a while back, but I could be wrong. But I know there was one that you could have purchased online. So I'm just curious if they just brought it over to the Pokemon Center for others to purchase. There's the Galarian Rapidash collection box that's up in the Pokemon Center, but right now it's sold out. Also sold out is the next figure in the Pikachu Moods collection, which is the sad figure. Pikachu dropped his ice cream, basically. So that one, I think, sold out instantly. As soon as it went up, it was sold out. Same issue as the last Pikachu Moods figure. The what was the last one? Was it Surprised? I don't remember, but you know, I've given up on it. I mean, I got my first one, just the one, but I'm not sad. I'm not sad anymore if I miss out on these, because they seem like there are certain people that are just going to, buy these up and then scalp them on eBay or whatever. And yeah, it's just not worth the hassle. Another thing that was added to the Pokemon Center website, surprisingly, very quick too. The next addition to the Pokemon Pokemon Parade celebration. It's the Melody of Celebration. This one's pretty cool. It's got Charmander, Froakie, and Grookey. Those are the feature starters on this one. And I believe Charmander and Froakie are playing the clarinet. Yeah, neither of them have trumpets. For some reason in my head earlier I was thinking trumpets, but no, both of them are playing the clarinet. Charmander's is like spewing out fire. And then behind the two is Grookey, who's playing on the drums. And on the drum is the 25th anniversary logo on it. So I think this one's probably the best one, although the Arcanine is cool. Okay, compared to the other one, the Pokemon Suites, with the Score Bunny, this one is definitely better than that one. So glad I was able to get that one. That one doesn't seem to sell out as quick as the Pikachu Moods figure, but I think this particular part of the parade sold out quicker than the other two parts, and I'm led to believe that it's probably because of the Charmander. Anything that has Charmander or Charizard on it, you can pretty much almost guarantee it's going to sell out pretty quick. And that is it. That's all that's on the Pokemon Center, and they still haven't added the rest of the summer stuff, which I'm sure we'll see soon enough. But yeah, go ahead and check out what's new. Again, the only thing really available is going to be the Galarian Rapidash. No, I'm sorry, not even that. The Kalos region Pikachu pre-orders and the 13-inch Lugia, which you can purchase as well. All right, we're kind of coming down to the bigger stuff here. Let's talk about the TCG. And I'll save the big news for last on this one. First, Ultra Pro, which has established a reputation for pretty good product, sleeves, pocket pages, binders, things like that. Well, they're finally getting into the sealed collection game because they are releasing a new booster box display. It will release in winter 2021. The exact date isn't known yet, but it will retail for $39.99. Ooh, let me insert this little tidbit here. All the TCG stuff I'm talking about is coming from Pokebeach, so just wanted to make sure that was clear. The product description says display and protect your standard size Pokemon booster boxes in UV protected acrylic displays by Ultra Pro. The ultra clear, thick acrylic display box features a 2-piece top opening design with 6 extra strength magnets. Each display includes optional rubber feet attachments and a cleaning cloth made with non-PVC acid-free materials for premium protection. First thing I'll say is pretty cool. You know, Ultra Pro's like getting into all types of card collecting accessories. So good for them for trying this out. Second thing though, I think it's a little too late in the game, right? Because don't we already have enough options? And maybe I am just overhyping that in my head. But so for instance, like we know Unlisted Leaf, who's like a major PokeTuber, I think, was he still considered a mainly Pokemon YouTube channel? I think so, but he has his own line of booster box display boxes, cases. So I just feel like there's also other ones that exist right now, and it's like, Ultra Pro, are you actually worth it? Is your material, is your display case up to par with the heavy collectors out there? I'll be interested to see what those reviews are like from the actual users of these things. But I think it's just good that they have one there. I don't know if the $40 is too much or too little, but it seems like a decent pricing point, I would say. So yeah, there's that to check out if you want it. All right, let's move on then to talk about Japan Pokemon Center website. Creatures promises greater TCG production and imposes temporary lottery system. So this one's an interesting bit that I'm curious if it's going to make its way here. The official Japanese Pokemon card website has posted 2 announcements. In the first one, Creature says they're working to strengthen their production system. They promise to eventually reprint and ship products currently experiencing shortages, including Eevee Heroes, its VMAX Special Set, its Pokemon Center Set, and the Inteleon and Gengar VMAX decks. So, yay, increased production. Second announcement. It states that there will be an online lottery system imposed for future stock of the aforementioned products. This is due to the Pokemon Center website crashing on May 7th when customers were attempting to pre-order Eevee Heroes product. While they don't acknowledge it, it's widely believed their website crashed due to scalpers using an absurd amount of bots to buy out their stock. Those who were unable to pre-order can fill out an application from May 14th to May 18th. If yours is chosen by random draw, you will be notified by email so you can make your purchase. Emails will start to go out on May 26th. The items will ship from mid-June to July. That's kind of a crazy thought and kind of a scary thought because now you're left to chance to buy Pokemon product. And because of the next line I'm going to read here, we are limited at this point to where we can buy said product. So now we get into really the biggest news, which I don't think we should be surprised, but at the same time, it does kind of give a little taken aback of, oh crap, things are pretty bad. Target pulls Pokemon TCG products from all U.S. stores amid attack incident. So they will remove all TCG products from the stores this has already started on May 14th. It's going to impact all stores in the United States. The sign says, to ensure the safety of our guests and team members, MLB, NFL, NBA, and Pokemon trading cards will no longer be sold in stores until further notice. So we went from limits to a specific time schedule to now, you know what? Let's just not even deal with Pokemon cards. I don't blame them, but actually, yeah, there's no buts about this. There's no, counter to this. They had every right to because of what seemed to have happened that led up to this moment. So it says here, according to PokeBeach, the ban seems to be a response to an attack outside a Target on May 7th, which was over sports trading cards. Police said a 35-year-old man was physically assaulted by 4 other men in the parking lot after an argument over sports trading cards. The victim pulled out a gun he was legally carrying, and the 4 attackers then ran away. No shots were fired. The victim sustained minor injuries. All 4 attackers, ranging in age from 23 to 25, were later arrested, found near the store. Formal charges are pending. A 5th man was identified at the scene, but not arrested. Customers and employees hid in the woods behind the store, hearing something about a fight and a gun. Why are people stupid? Why are people acting like children? I don't understand why people are pushed to this point. Like, I get it. Maybe from a financial standpoint, there's desperate needs there, that there's nothing that's working. You're doing the best you can, but I feel like a lot of that also is just a contribution of impatience. Like, if you have the patience, if you plan things out, if you take your time and live life day by day and just do what you can with the time that you have, eventually something good will come your way. Like, I don't know, to argue over trading cards, but also to get to the point where you're going to pull a firearm, that's not okay in any sort of the way. But also, I think I'm trying to get to is have you, I feel so judgmental. This is why I'm hesitating and stuttering over my words, but what makes you think that this is a good idea? What makes you think you're in the right? What makes you think that this was the best choice to bring a firearm because someone's going to take your $4 to $20 sports trading cards that you just bought from Target? It just doesn't make sense in any way to me. And I'm sorry if people are that desperate that they have to go to that measures, but I think if you're investing this much time into scalping sports trading cards, or even not even just scalping, maybe just thinking that you just need these cards, I think you have other things that you need to worry about other than just trading cards. I don't know. It's just frustrating. Am I completely upset about Target removing cards from stores? I'm at a point, I think I haven't really shopped for Pokemon cards in the store in a while. So this is no big deal. It's it's okay. I kind of already felt like that was the way it was anyway. So, no big deal. It sucks, yes, in general, because now even kids can't even go to Targets with their parents to get Pokemon cards, which is awful. But I don't know. It is what it is. I think Target's in the right. This was a good thing to do. I just hope people can just be smarter and be more kind to each other and stop thinking that this is the only way to make it. This is the only way to be successful, is trying to gouge trading cards, whether it's sports or Pokemon. This is just not the right move to make. So, hopefully there will come a time when Target's okay, everything's clear, everything's safe. Let's just go ahead and put now the Pokemon stuff back out there, or the sports trading cards back out there. But I think a lot of people are just running out of patience at this point, and hopefully sooner rather than later, something positive will turn out. There are certain Walmart stores that are, I think, prohibiting sales of trading cards too. Not all Walmarts across, the United States. It's just certain specific ones, because there was a sign going around stating that, to the vendor, don't restock the shelves of Pokemon cards. We're not going to sell them. So I hope this doesn't lead to a mass widespread of every store out there refusing to sell Pokemon cards. I mean, then we'll be left to resort to the Pokemon website, but even that's not reliable, and most of the TCG product is usually sold out. It's a hot mess right now. But yeah, so that was the first major bit of news, and really that's it. I kind of condensed a lot of the stuff here. Another thing I didn't mention though is like I'm wondering if that lottery system in the Japanese Pokemon Center website is going to make its way over here in the United States for our Pokemon Center website. We'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on. So now the last thing I want to touch on is we finally, after what feels like decades, we finally get the Katy Perry song for Pokemon's 25th anniversary celebration. The whole P25 music campaign that has been hyping up with Post Malone, the announcement of J Balvin, and Katy Perry being like the headrunner. We finally get her Pokemon single that she was set to make and to sing. I don't know how I want to approach this, because from what I initially saw reaction-wise to this song, it was fairly negative. The song is called Electric, and it is like your typical Katy Perry style. It is more mainstream. It is more pop music-ish. The very short description of it on Read Off Cerebi here. It features Katy Perry and Pikachu reminiscing on their journey, flashing back to when she was young and had a Pichu. My overall thoughts on this song and the music video, I really like this song. I think it is very wholesome. I think it has a very special message to it. I still think it carries out the Pokemon like theme that Pokemon always tries to aim for. I kind of get the negative reception, but I don't think it is as exaggerative as it is right now. People are hating on this song. Again, this is from just initial social media impressions of the song when it came out. It had come out on Friday, but people were hating on this song. People were saying that Katy Perry ruined Pokemon, or that Pokemon made the stupidest move. People were just not happy with it. And then I did see one post, which I think maybe is part of the problem, because I almost was in the same boat, was, oh, well, they could have done original songs like what we got from, like, on the To Be a Master soundtrack, or the song To Be a Master, which I get that. I do. Like, I think it would have been really cool if Post Malone had done the cover of the Poke Rap, or, the To Be a Master. I think that is the name of the song. Maybe, J Balvin or Katy Perry could have done a cover of one of the other songs that was on that album. And I get that would have been cool, but I don't see that as a necessity, which I think what people wanted out of this P25 music campaign, that they were thinking that they were just going to get more music like that, which from a nostalgic point of view would have been awesome. However, we did get what we got. This song is good. I think it's very, very, very much spirit of Pokemon. I mean, even if we look up the lyrics, it talks about having the power now and a journey and overcoming the challenges, and it's everything that pretty much Ash goes through in his Pokemon journeys, or how sometimes you would feel when you're playing a Pokemon game. Like this song, this music video is very, very good. I enjoy it. I am not disappointed with it in any perspective, in any way. Would I have liked to have stuff from To Be a Master? Of course. Any hardcore Pokemon fan would love that. But, not having expectations and not really sure what this was going to bring to us, I think this was really well done. I know that's a super unpopular opinion, maybe at this point, but if people would look past, I guess, anything that keeps them from really listening to the song, right? Because I think there's a lot of hate against Katy Perry, and let me just be clear, like, maybe defending myself or whatever, but I'm not like a big Katy Perry fan. I don't hate the singer. There are a couple of her songs that I like, and there are a couple of songs I don't like. But I had no major beef or issues with anything Katy Perry had maybe said. I mean, I don't even know what she said, because I think there's a lot of people referring to something that she said on social media that offended a lot of people, which I don't know. I don't know what that was, but there are still Katy Perry fans out there regardless. So I I think if you could just look past that and maybe just not think that about Katy Perry, but just listen to the lyrics, I think you would still find it very much like in the spirit of Pokemon. So I bought the single. Like, so on top of this, right, when they released the song on the P25 website, they did release some merch. It's like a hoodie and a t-shirt and I think a tote bag that has Pikachu. It says Katy Perry, I think 25th anniversary, the song Electric. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but the song title is called Electric. And but the thing is, it's super expensive. Like, a lot of that material was super expensive. I ended up buying I think it's like a one single CD. It was like $5 with shipping. It came out to be almost 10. But that was like the one thing I bought. I think it would have been as a collectible, it just would be kind of cool to have sitting on the shelf somewhere. But to me, it was worth getting. I just for that purpose. You can stream it from Spotify, from Google Music, from iTunes, so you can listen to it there. It's the music video is already on YouTube. It's good. As I mentioned, I know that's probably a very opposite of what most of the social media reactions are, but I think it's time to kind of let things go and just enjoy the music that they are giving to us and not just be completely blinded or deaf because of certain point of views we may have about the singer. Maybe I'll do my own research and look up what the singer said or did, and maybe that would change my mind. But I really like the song. I think it's great. Definitely worth listening if you haven't listened to it yet. And the music video is adorable. Seeing Pichu and then seeing this kind of evolution and growth of Katy Perry. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's reminiscent of Katy Perry's journey into into music, and so it's very, very. I don't want to use the word wholesome again, but it's just very inspiring, I guess. Maybe that might be too strong of a word, but it does give you a lot of hope. For what it's worth, I recommend this song. Just go check it out and just give it a listen to and focus on the lyrics. I think you would find it very much fitting for the Pokemon theme. Now, moving forward, I would like to see more originals, because remember with Post Malone, we just had a cover of the Hootie and the Blowfish song. With J Balvin, we're not sure what we're getting yet. If it's going to be something like Post Malone, or if it's going to be something like Katy Perry, or if there's something different somehow. But I want to hear more original songs. So hopefully we'll continue to get that, and hopefully more frequently, because if this is supposed to be a year-long music campaign, we haven't gotten much, and we need to kind of start catching up on that. So here's to hoping that we get more music on the horizon. I mean, all these music titles are supposed to be put on an album eventually at the end of the year. So we got to build up to it quick so that we can have a full-length album, and hopefully it won't be, costing too much, but, we'll obviously cross that road when we get there. All right, that's pretty much it. I think I don't think I breezed through a lot of it. I mean, it felt like a lot of things to talk about, but, if I missed out on something, I apologize. I think I got everything that I need, that was out up until to this point. I mean, it is a Sunday night that I'm recording this. But of course, as we end every episode, let's move on to the Pokedex Trivia. In the Pokedex Trivia, I read to you a Pokedex entry from any game that the Pokemon was featured in. I won't tell you which game the Pokemon or the Pokedex entry is from, but I might leave a couple clues along the way. I'm kind of trying to also be a little strict to the timeline here that should have been put into place. But, once you figured out your answer, lock in your answer in your head, and then I'll reveal what it is. And then I'll just mention a couple tidbits of trivia if there is any trivia. So here we go. Without further ado, our Pokedex entry reads, "Through daily meditation, it hones its spiritual power. It can sense what others are thinking." Meditation, spiritual power, what others are thinking. Is it a psychic Pokemon? I can tell you that psychic is one of its types. Now, is there any clues in that Pokedex entry that could lead you to think what the secondary typing is? Because I think once you figure out the secondary typing, then the Pokemon itself becomes rather obvious. It has a very cool shiny. It's a blue shiny, and I don't know, I dig it. It's got the hidden ability Telepathy, which prevents damage from teammates during double and triple attacks. I'm trying to think what else I could tell you without giving it away. It's got a Mega form, in case that helps out. And I think that's pretty much it. That's all I can mention. So you might as well go ahead and lock in your answer. Let me first read it one last time. Through daily meditation, it hones its spiritual power. It can sense what others are thinking. All right, here you go. Your answer should have been locked in. The answer is none other than Pokemon number 308, Medicham. Medicham is our Pokemon for the episode. Not a whole lot of trivia. Overall, I've grown to like Medicham because of Pokemon Masters. It's a good tech sync pair, although I think it's labeled a tech, but increase in attack, increasing direct hits, or ensuring that the next attack is a critical hit. It's a very good, very good sync pair. I think maybe underrated sync pair because I don't really see it ever used a lot in YouTube videos or like any sort of Twitter posts or whatever. But like I said before, though, the blue shiny is extremely nice. Now it makes me really want the shiny in Pokemon Go. The Mega is interesting. I'm not sure what it's trying to pull. I didn't even know it had a Mega until I was looking up the trivia for this Pokemon. So it's fine, I guess. I would like to know the lore, though, a little bit more. Trivia-wise, though, there's really only one note here. Like its pre-evolved form, Meditite, Medicham is one of the few Pokemon whose official art depicts the female form. In Generation 3, before the introduction of gender differences, all Meditite and Medicham had the appearance of a female regardless of gender. This is one of those things where I have no comment because I don't know if that really impacts or changes anything. Not much really to talk about there, but overall it's a pretty neat Pokemon, and I kind of hope it gets a V or V Max at some point because I think it would be really cool as a full art card. But yeah, there you go. Short, sweet, and straight to the point because nothing much else I can say. There's your Pokemon of the episode. I just want to continue thanking you guys for just hearing my episodes. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to get back to a regular schedule of publishing these episodes on Friday. I'm pretty sure it'll be much better once I'm done with work. School gets out in a couple weeks. So once that happens, my time will be much more freed up. And hopefully I can be more consistent when it comes to posting these episodes on a weekly basis. If you guys have any thoughts or feedback for me, you want to start a conversation about any of the topics I present in here, whether it's the P25 music, the Pokemon Master stuff, the Pokemon Go stuff, you can follow me on my social media at SpartanStrike07, both on Twitter, Instagram. I'm going to add in a third option, also Twitch if you want to hop in on there. Or you can email me at spartanstrike07@gmail.com. All that info will be put into the show notes, of course. And yeah, like I said, thank you guys for hearing me out, for listening to my thoughts on some of these things. And I can't wait for next week till we continue to talk everything Pokemon.